what I'm really impressed by is that you got to imagine I was like I was sitting in a position where I didn't have to really work, but I was bored. I won't say the money on there, but I mean the investment for the appointments is a lot of money, but you get what you pay, you get what you pay for. I mean, y'all support is unbelievable. Like if I send you a text, it's like y'all are up 24 hours a day. Like you call back or text back immediately. And then the mentorship program, because if you paid the money and you've never sold annuities, or you've sold annuities who don't understand Zoom, or don't have a script to go by, or don't have, you know, you don't have a script to go by, or you don't, really know how to do a Zoom call effectively. I mean, the mentorship program, I mean, is amazing because they basically give you the script, you adapt it to be the way that to make it your own. You listen, you get as much help as you want to get, and when you're ready to go out on your own, you go out on your own. I mean, the
Mhm.
whole thing is just solid.
Yeah, word tracks is super important. Rodrigo helped us build that out and really, put this together. The idea is like, I should be able to choose two random advisors on the program, and they should have the exact sales process. That's how it should be. Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about the cases that you're seeing, like some of the clients. You don't have to mention any names. Just tell me like what you have in your pipeline.
Well, I mean, the first case I had was a lady that wanted to leave a legacy for her children, and a tax-free legacy, and it was a $1.4 million case, which is kind of
Mm,
like going deer hunting. The first time you go deer hunting, you shoot a 12 point. It's probably not going to happen every day that you get a $1.4 million case.
yep.
The other ones have been, I mean, I have six right now I'm trying to close. A couple more, three more are basically legacies. And the leads are really, really, really well. They're really scrubbed. You're not getting anybody that's just kind of wasting your time. Yeah. I just closed a case that paid um for 2 years. It's an 80 something $1,000 commission.
Yep. Get you a bigger bug.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
Those two people tomorrow have, I think one of them has 2 million and another one has 750.
Mm,
And but basically, once you're getting the people the right age, the right income, and in the right condition, the right position to want to do this. And a lot of them basically come right out and say, I want to give you this X amount of money from my retirement right now. And then and then they do it. It's like a pretty easy closing process.
okay. There you go. Well, what do you see as like the average asset size when you actually talk to someone?
I mean, if you took the $1.4 million out of the six and just did the average of the other five, it would be between five and $750,000.
Mm,
I
exactly.
mean, I haven't had anybody. I've had one that didn't have I've had one case where it didn't fit the person.
Yes.
Um, but you got to be ethical, and you got to, obviously got to find out what's going on in their life and if they're a candidate or not. And he was, but the rest of them have all been candidates.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yeah, how do you feel about the fact that it's just appointments being booked in the calendar? It's not like a lead that you got to constantly call. If you get no shows, we'll help you get those no shows back on the calendar. But how do you feel about just booked appointments on the calendar instead of like a bunch of leads where you have to call them?
I mean, that basically sold me on the program because I know that with the way life is now, I've actually gotten from another lead source, I've actually gotten as many as 60 leads, and you start calling these people, and it's a miracle if you get seven of them to answer the phone. And you got to
Mhm.
call them back and text them. And then by the time you get them on the phone, they're mad because you've called them 14 times and they're getting frustrated. And I mean, the fact that this is an appointment, that they don't book appointments at the last minute, they look at your calendar and they book appointments. You block off anytime you want to. They use your calendar to book the appointments,
Yep.
and it's pretty seamless.
Yes. Yes. That's the goal. The idea is just a plug and play system. You get booked appointments, and next is you got the mentorship, right? So you got other people to help you out, understanding how to have those first few appointments, which is what I recommend for anyone that starts off on the program. So you understand the sales process, but you also have quality appointments on the calendar.
And I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have never done Zoom meetings. I've done Zoom meetings, but I've never set up a Zoom meeting and run a Zoom meeting. And I've just always just clicked on it when I was, with other companies wanting to have a meeting. And I was even taught how to, walk through how to do that and how to add a bunch of nuances to it to make it just so much better.
Yeah, there's very nuances when it comes to being able to sell virtually, because a lot of advisors are kind of new to the virtual world and even using Zoom. So there's like little tips and tricks, like being organized using OneNote, for example, with all your clients. And so there's different things that's really helpful that we teach how to actually sell annuities virtually, which is what we're doing. Awesome.
OneNote and the pads where you can write on the screen and all that. I've never used any of it, but you're able to write notes and highlight and underline, and so they don't, go to the beach is what we used to call it, to where you talk and not listening, because it's just like it's so much better if you can highlight stuff. It keeps them engaged.
Yeah, the beauty of that is they could actually see you taking notes, just like you're looking down. So it's a beautiful thing. That's like one secret tip: taking notes in front of them. Yep, I've seen that happen. Awesome, Andrew. If there's like a few other advisors looking at our program, new to cases now, because they want a bunch of booked appointments, like high intent, qualified people that are actually interested in speaking to you, I guess what could you say to those advisors on the fence, get them moving forward and working with us?
I mean, my mentality in my entire life is if I give you $1 every day and if you give me back $1.25, then I'll give you $1 every day until I die. Just do the math. I mean, you close. I mean, I don't know what commission level that they're in, but just do the math. I mean, I would be fairly confident in saying that if you do a $100,000 Roth conversion, that pays all your fees for the month. But I haven't talked to anybody that hasn't had less than 300. And I just got off the phone with a gentleman 20 minutes ago that has 2.4 million. Most of these people have 500,000 or more. They're calling you wanting help. If you're able to get in front of that guy or that gal and just be, you should be able to, if you can't close $100,000 a month, you're probably in the wrong business.
Yes, exactly. I mean, minimal, you should be closing on minimal of 300,000. Like if you're on this program, like especially with the fact that you have the mentorship, we're filtering out all the leads, all the BS. You don't have to call any of them because they all go through a human being before they get on your calendar. Sure that you get some no-shows or bad appointments, but we try to get you as much as possible to make up for those. So at the end of the day, you'll have a good batting average, being able to close, decent amount of cases and hit your goals. Awesome.
I mean, I think it's one of the biggest decisions, and I mean, it is. I mean, in the scheme of annuity leads and the amount of quality, it's not pricey. But for me, at least, I mean, I was sitting in a position where I didn't really have to I was in a safe position financially, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it's probably one of the best, maybe the best business move I've ever made, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, I love it. I appreciate you so much, Andrew. If there's, is there anything else you want to say before I let you go? I use this as an awesome testimonial.
I mean, if you're on the fence, you should jump over it. I mean, and just go for it. I mean, it's a small commitment, but I honestly, honestly don't feel like that there's any way you won't get, get more than your money's worth in this deal.
It's nothing compared to how much you actually talk to in terms of how much conversations you have. You tell me your average asset size 500 to 700,000. You get 15 plus appointments. You're talking to at least 5 to 10 million plus the first few months. And so it ends up being crazy. So definitely. Yes, sir. Awesome, Andrew. I appreciate you, and we'll keep getting you more appointments. Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.